Today we're going to look at Temasek Holdings, which is owned by the government of Singapore. Alright, in this video, we will analyze their recent portfolio performance, check out their top 10 investments, both in Singapore and US, and see what they have bought or sold, right, according to their strategy in the past year. There are a lot of things to cover, so let's get started right now. Okay, so first of all, for the portfolio performance, I'm gonna split it up into short and long term, all right, of how the Temasek portfolio has performed. Okay, when we look at the 1 year shareholder return, it is actually a negative 5.07%, the worst performance since 2016 or around 7 years. That being said, right, when you look at a 10 years period or 20 years time period, it is actually a decent 6% and 9% annual return, respectively. And if you take the performance since inception, it is a yearly return of 14%. Hence, I think that if you zoom out and look at the net portfolio value itself, you will say that Temasek is still doing a pretty good job amid the high inflation, high interest rate environment right now. Temasek Holdings portfolio size is humongous at around 382 billion as of the financial year. Alright, and a good 37% are mostly in Singapore companies, local companies, right? Be it listed or unlisted. From this image itself, you can see familiar stock names like DBS with a 29% stake, Singtel with a controlling 51% stake, SIA and ST Engineering and all that. So on the other hand, Temasek owns 100% in unlisted Mapletree, PSA, and SP Group. When we look at TJ Holdings, right, you may not be familiar, but if you look at the footnotes, it is actually a CapitaLand Group itself, okay, and it owns a privately held property development arm, CapitaLand Development, and a 53% stake in the CapitaLand investment stock. Next, every time you shop at Watson's, right, you're actually giving 25% of the sales to Temasek as well, right, because they own AS Watson's. And lastly, we have Savora Group, which is a Singapore-based asset management group. But it's definitely good to diversify globally, right? So here, I will also showcase Temasek's top 10 overseas listed stocks by the market capitalization. So these top 10 overseas stocks are all in the US, and you can see that the financial services sector seems to be a recurring theme here. Given that this is sorted based on the market cap, we can see blue chip stocks like Alibaba, Visa, PayPal, Airbnb, BlackRock, and more. Alright, and if you like these top 20 investment ideas that I'm sharing with you right now, I hope you can help me to smash the like button and subscribe to our channel for more of such insightful stock analysis videos. And of course, in return to show my appreciation, here's a financial meme for you. Okay, now that we have put out the listed stocks for you, the thing is that a bigger 53% of Temasek's portfolio is actually in unlisted companies. Based on their strategy, Temasek aims to construct a resilient and forward-looking portfolio using both the top-down and bottom-up approaches. Okay, top-down is where they focus on four main structural trends: digitalization, sustainable living, consumption, and aging population. Then this is supplemented with a bottom-up approach where they focus on each investment's intrinsic value and risk-return framework. To be honest, I think we can all learn something here, because when you have a very clear investment plan, you're able to stay committed and grow your portfolio steadily in the long term, like what Temasek has done. Okay, so for those who are interested, you can actually visit this page, right? It's a public URL, and you can check out what Temasek has bought or sold in the past year. And you can see here that they say uncertainty in global markets, so they have slowed down their investment pace with a net investment of only 4 billion. 4 billion as opposed to their net portfolio size of 380 billion. That's not a lot, right? Okay, so anyway, they also invested aligned to the four structural trends that they have in their investment strategy. And as part of their T 2030 strategies, they are focusing on three growth engines. So investment, partnership, and development. So they don't just invest in these companies. They also partner with them, help them to develop and things like that. All right. Okay. So when you can actually look through the page yourself. Okay. So investment energy, the first growth engine, right? They are talking about Singapore portfolio companies like Citrum, like SETS, okay, like Olam. So they help to invest in these companies to engage in their transformation journeys. Okay, lah, which I think they are sort of like aligned with the government, right? So they have to do this kind of thing. They also have global investments. Okay, global investments are companies like Blackstone, TPG, they are asset managers lah. All right, and you have a lot of companies over here. You have those that I know lah, Zomato, online food delivery in India itself. Yum China is a KFC in China. Okay, pretty big listed stock as well. And you can see HDFC Life and ICICI Prudential Life. Okay, so and also there's Stripe, right? Stripe is a payment platform gateway that I personally use myself as well. So this is the first growth engine. If you talk about partnership engine, okay, we are looking at maybe smaller companies, but they are also spearheading the growth for these companies. So one example is this Evolution X Debt Capital, right? Jointly established by Temasek and DBS itself. Okay, so you can continue to they will provide financing to growth stage technology companies across Asia and things like that. Okay, development engine, the last growth engine, they invest in the deep tech and innovative technologies, which you think when we think about it, we will think about AI, we will think about cloud computing, like lithium ion batteries and things like that. Okay, and also this Maiden AI, which launched the U Rewards Club, right? The one that you always hear you always hear Gurmit Singh singing, right? And this is in partnership with the Dairy Farm Group. Okay, Dairy Farm Group is a listed stock as well. So you can see that Temasek has uh, its fingers in many pies lah. So but they have to do it, and they can do it because they are asset manager. And I think investing in early stage companies are the real opportunities, because these are the high risk, high growth opportunities. But Temasek can diversify across globally. Okay, so despite the bad press surrounding the Temasek portfolio performance, I personally feel that things are not as bad as it looks. Especially when Temasek is giving out 11 billion dividend payout, close to a 3% yield based on their net portfolio value. And who benefit? Singapore as a country will benefit from it. So with that, what stocks are you vested in? Let us know in the comments below. With that, if you find the video helpful for you, I would appreciate it if you can help me to tap the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Singapore and US stocks analysis. So I will see you next time. Thanks for watching and ciao.